Have you ever wondered how the enigmatic process of mummification in ancient Egypt transformed mere mortals into timeless relics, preserving their secrets and stories for millennia? Welcome to Econ Explorers. Today, we're embarking on a journey into the mesmerizing realm of ancient Egyptian mummies. Have you ever pondered the enigmatic tales hidden within these ancient remains? Stay with us as we unravel these captivating stories. The mummification process. The mummification process in ancient Egypt was a meticulous and intricate procedure that aimed to preserve the deceased's body for the afterlife. It involved several key steps. Body preparation. The process began with the careful washing and cleansing of the deceased's body. This was typically done by priests or skilled embalmers. Removal of organs. In a process known as evisceration, the internal organs, including the brain, were removed. The brain was often extracted through the nostrils using special tools. Dehydration. The body was then dehydrated to prevent decomposition. Natron, a naturally occurring salt, was applied to the body to absorb moisture. The corpse was left to dry for approximately 40 days. Wrapping. After the dehydration process, the body was meticulously wrapped in linen bandages. This step was accompanied by the recitation of prayers and the placement of protective amulets between the layers of linen. Masks and coffins. A burial mask, often made of painted plaster or more precious materials like gold, was placed over the mummy's head. The mummy was then enclosed in a series of coffins, with the innermost coffin being the most elaborate. Rituals. Throughout the mummification process, priests performed various religious rituals and incantations to ensure the protection of the deceased's soul in the afterlife. Final placement. Once the mummification was complete, the prepared mummy was placed in a tomb or burial chamber, often alongside funerary items, food offerings, and belongings the deceased might need in the afterlife. Mummification in ancient Egypt was a practice of profound religious significance and was intricately woven into the fabric of their beliefs about the afterlife. At the core of this practice was the ancient Egyptian conviction in the existence of an afterlife, a realm where the soul continued its journey beyond the physical world. It was believed that preserving the body through mummification was essential, as the soul, known as the Ka, required the physical form to recognize and inhabit in the afterlife. This preservation of the body ensured that the deceased could enjoy the fruits of their earthly life in eternity. Furthermore, mummification served as a protective measure for the deceased. In the Egyptian belief system, there were threats and challenges in the afterlife that the preserved body would help the individual withstand. It was thought that mummification would shield the deceased from these dangers and ensure their well-being as they embarked on their journey through the realm of the dead. The mummification process was not a purely technical procedure but a deeply spiritual one. It involved the invocation of various deities, such as Anubis, the god of mummification, and Osiris, the god of the afterlife, who were called upon to bless and safeguard the deceased. Funerary rituals and spells, including the famous Book of the Dead, played a crucial role in ensuring the deceased's safe passage to the afterlife. These rituals were conducted by priests and involved the recitation of magical spells and incantations. In addition to mummification, the tomb or burial chamber was filled with offerings of food, drink, and personal belongings for the deceased's use in the afterlife. Protective amulets, placed among the linen wrappings of the mummy, were believed to ward off evil and provide further protection. In summary, mummification in ancient Egypt was a sacred and intricate process deeply rooted in their religious beliefs about the afterlife. It symbolized the reverence for the deceased, protected them from the perils of the afterlife, and ensured their successful journey into eternity, making it a central and enduring aspect of ancient Egyptian religious practices. Types of mummies. Egypt is renowned for its mummies, and they come in various forms, ranging from human to animal mummies. These mummies offer a glimpse into the rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian culture and religious practices. Human mummies. Pharaohs and nobility. The most famous human mummies are those of pharaohs and nobility. These mummies were often buried in grand tombs, elaborately preserved to ensure their safe passage to the afterlife. Notable examples include King Tutankhamun and Ramses II. Commoners. Ordinary Egyptians were also mummified, though their preservation methods were less elaborate compared to the elite. These mummies provide valuable insights into the daily lives of the common people of ancient Egypt. Priests and officials. Mummies of priests and officials, who played crucial roles in religious and administrative affairs, offer a unique perspective on their roles and status in society. Children. Child mummies are poignant reminders of the mortality rates in ancient Egypt. These mummies help us understand the customs and beliefs related to the deaths of young individuals. Animal mummies. Sacred animals. Animals held significant religious importance in ancient Egypt, and many were mummified as offerings to the gods. Cats, ibises, crocodiles, and raptors were among the animals mummified. The cult of the cat goddess Batet, for example, resulted in countless cat mummies. Crocodile and crocodile fish mummies. In specific regions along the Nile, crocodiles were revered as sacred animals. Crocodile mummies were often elaborate and had their own dedicated cemeteries. Additionally, the crocodile fish, a creature believed to have a connection to the Nile, was also mummified. Insect mummies. In some tombs, tiny insects like scarabs and bees were found mummified. These insects held symbolic significance and were included in tombs to provide protection or represent aspects of rebirth. Falcon and hawk mummies. The falcon and hawk were associated with various deities in ancient Egypt, including Horus. These mummies were often made as offerings to the gods. These diverse types of mummies reflect the multifaceted nature of ancient Egyptian culture, where animals, as well as humans, played integral roles in religious practices and beliefs. Royal mummies and their mysteries. The discoveries of the royal mummies of Tutankhamun and Ramses II are pivotal moments in the field of archaeology, offering unique insights into the lives and legacies of two of Egypt's most iconic pharaohs. Tutankhamun. Tutankhamun, often referred to as King Tut, was a relatively minor pharaoh during the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt. His tomb in the Valley of the Kings, discovered by British archaeologist Howard Carter in 1922, is perhaps the most famous archaeological find in history. The tomb, virtually intact, contained a treasure trove of artifacts, including the renowned golden death mask of the young pharaoh. The discovery of Tutankhamun's mummy within his ornate tomb provided a wealth of information about his life and death. His age at death, around 18 or 19, and physical condition were revealed, including a leg injury. The cause of his death remains a subject of debate, with theories ranging from infection to a chariot accident. DNA analysis has even shed light on his familial relationships, including his father, Akhenaten. Tutankhamun's mummy and the artifacts from his tomb have offered a glimpse into the opulence and mystery of ancient Egyptian royalty, captivating the world and deepening our understanding of this young pharaoh's short but significant reign. Ramses II. Ramses II, known as Ramses the Great, was one of ancient Egypt's most influential pharaohs, reigning during the 19th dynasty. His rule was characterized by military conquests and monumental architectural projects. His mummy's discovery was equally monumental. Ramses II's mummy was found in a secret cache at Deir el-Bahri, relocated there to protect it from grave robbers. Remarkably well preserved, it displayed the distinctive features of this powerful ruler, allowing researchers to deduce his age at death and health conditions. What sets Ramses II apart is his legendary longevity. While the exact age at his death remains a subject of debate, he likely lived into his 90s, a remarkable feat for his era. The discovery of his mummy not only shed light on his life and death but also underscored his legacy as a monumental figure in Egypt's history. These two discoveries of royal mummies, Tutankhamun and Ramses II, have not only expanded our knowledge of ancient Egypt but have also fueled our fascination with this civilization's rich history. They stand as testament to the enduring allure of Egypt's royal past and the importance of archaeological exploration in uncovering the mysteries of the past. Curses and legends. Myths and legends surrounding mummies and curses have long captured the human imagination. These tales often blend ancient Egyptian history, mystery, and a touch of the supernatural. Here are some of the most famous myths and legends related to mummies and curses. The Curse of the Pharaohs. The most well-known mummy-related curse is the Curse of the Pharaohs. It is believed to have originated with the discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 by Howard Carter. According to the legend, a curse was inscribed on the entrance to the tomb, warning that death would come on swift wings to those who dared to enter. Several people associated with the tomb's discovery, including Lord Carnarvon, who financed the excavation, died under mysterious circumstances. While scientific explanations exist for these deaths, the legend persists. Cursed artifacts. Some mummies were believed to carry curses on their funerary objects and artifacts. It was thought that disturbing or possessing these objects would bring misfortune or death. Such beliefs were often used as a cautionary measure to deter tomb robbers. The mummy's revenge. A common theme in mummy legends is the concept of the mummy coming back to life or seeking revenge against those who desecrated their tomb. These narratives have been popularized in various mummy-themed movies, where the undead mummy seeks retribution against archaeologists or adventurers. Magical powers of mummies. In some legends, mummies possess magical or supernatural powers. They may be capable of casting curses, bestowing blessings, or providing knowledge about hidden treasures. These tales often add an element of mystique to mummies. The Walking Dead. Mummies walking or rising from their tombs is a recurring theme in fiction and legend. In reality, mummies are carefully preserved and incapable of movement. However, these stories contribute to the aura of mystery and fear surrounding mummies. As we conclude our journey through the intriguing world of mummies, from the mystique of ancient Egypt to the enduring legends that surround them, we're reminded of the timeless allure of history and the mysteries that continue to captivate our imagination. If you have more questions or if there's another fascinating topic you'd like to explore, feel free to reach out. Until our next adventure, remember that the past is a treasure trove of stories waiting to be uncovered. Thank you for joining us, and stay curious. Please like and subscribe our channel for more interesting videos.